Hi everyone, welcome back to Capes Crochet Corner. Today we are going to make these really cute and very fast and very easy coasters. Now I have some here. I have 3 and we're going to make this pink one on camera. I'm going to do it step by step with you, so beginners, don't be afraid to join in. We are going to crochet away. Now, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, share if you like, subscribe, and remember to ring that bell so you can see the upcoming videos. Alright then, let's get started. So, what we're going to do today, we're going to be using this 4 1/4 millimeter crochet hook. It's a G size hook. You can use, this particular hook is I haven't been able to find this hook in years. They do make a 4 1/4 size hook, 4.25, but this one actually says 4 1/4, and I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if I can get it on the camera. Let's go back this way. There it is, 4 1/4. Now, I don't know why that won't show there. Let's see if I can get that better light. I don't know. There it is. Hard to see. 4 1/4. Now, but it is closer to a 5 millimeter, which is an H size hook. But I like to use this one. It's my favorite hook. I've had it for so many years. And if you ever come across one, grab it because it is a great size. It's just in between. I would say it's more of a 4 1/2 crochet hook, but anyway, a 4.25 or a 5 millimeter would be fine. I'm also going to use some 100% cotton because we're making coasters. So you want them to be able to absorb, heat and cold. And if your cold drink is sweating a little bit, these are great to have so that your furniture doesn't get ruined and it will absorb the fluid. These are great. Wash and dry in the washing machine and dryer, and then you can iron them a little bit if you need to. But anyway, there are only 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds, and very easy. We will be using let's see what this is. This is, well, this particular yarn is I Love This Cotton from Hobby Lobby, and this one is Mainstays 100% cotton from Walmart. The only reason that they're different is because that's what I had in my pile of yarn, so we're going to go with that. They're both 100% cotton, so we're great on that. We're going to start with the pink one because we already have 2 brown ones, and we're going to make another pink one for our 4th one. And these makes great gifts and fast and easy. Really, any crocheter can make these. But for the beginner, I'm going to walk you through the entire process. And so grab your hook and let's start. We always start with a slip knot, which I automatically make, as you just saw, and I'm going to do it again for you, slow motion. This is how I do it. I don't know if any crocheters out there do it this way. I do it in my hand, to the point where I'm so fast, sometimes I forget how to slow down to do that. But if you watch me, I bring it around. Let me see if I can even explain that. So I bring it around, and then I push this back piece forward, and then this tail falls between the 2, and I grab it and I pull it up. And there is your slip knot. Now, if you didn't see how that's done, because that is really tricky, and I push through, and then I just grab that middle piece and pull it through, and there you have it. Now, we can do it this way. So you put the short piece over the long piece, it's just like slow motion, and then drop it over your long working yarn, and then there it is there. You just pull it up, and I pull this one, and then I give them both a little tug, and it tightens up on your crochet hook. So there we go. So we're going to start with a crochet chain of 5. So we're just going to yarn over and pull through 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to slip stitch into the first chain back here by the slip knot, not into the knot, but into that first chain. Right in, grab your yarn and pull through both loops on your hook. Just like that, makes a little circle. Now in this circle, we are going to make 13 double crochets, but our first one will be a chain of 3. So 1 and 2 and 3. That counts as 1 double crochet, so it'll be 14 double crochets. This is your first. Now we're going to double crochet 13 times. So yarn over, go into your circle, yarn over and pull through. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Pull up a little bit, and you're going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through those last 2 loops on your hook. So again, yarn over, insert into the circle, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through those last 2 loops. So now we have 3 double crochets. We're just going to go around and do that until we have 14 double crochets. So I'll do this one more time, and then we'll just go ahead and make those around. So yarn over, go into your circle, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So that's 4, and here's 5. You can stop the video and go back and watch that double crochet again if you're very new at double crochets. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These work up really quickly. You could, be at a party in the afternoon and make these in the morning and bring a gift with you and fresh off the hook. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And as you see, I'm working over my tail at the same time, keeping it on this side of that circle so that I'm grabbing it when I go inside, like here. Grab your yarn, go into the circle, and see here how that is right up against the ring, and I bring this around both of those, and then through 2 and through 2, so that your tail is being crocheted into the ring. Now I lost track again because I can't talk and count at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and we always count at the end because we know that even advanced crocheters will make a mistake. So let's count back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. The first is a chain of 3, so that first one is always a little bit smaller than the others. Now, if you're really confused and you count it and it doesn't seem right, I counted the top stitch right now, but you can go back and actually start from your chain of 3 and pull them apart, and you can see the post and count each one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So that's right. Now we're going to go up to the third chain. I'll bring this up. This color is a little bit hard to see, but it's 1, 2, and 3. And right at the top, I go through the front and the back loop of that stitch. And I'm going to show the beginner here what I mean. grab another crochet hook here. Okay, so let's take one of these stitches that you can see clearly, and it looks like a V. It comes over and then up. That is the front loop, the one closest to you, and the back loop. Okay, so you want to go under the two of them. Each crochet stitch includes 3 threads, and as you can see, there's a third one right here in the back that we did not go under. And with other projects, you'll see how that back underneath stitch works. But for right now, we're just going to go under the first, the front, and the back loop, yarn over and pull through first slip stitch, and pull through that loop on your hook. So that now we have a complete circle. Now you can tug on this and it'll tighten up your circle, but we will also be sewing that so it'll come together even more. See, that closed up pretty nicely. So now we're going to chain up 3. 1, 2, and 3, and again that is your first double crochet, and we're going to make 2 of them in each stitch. The hardest one is always the first, and then after that you can see them pretty clearly. So this would be the first one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So when you come back around, this one right here at the bottom is actually your slip stitch. So we're going to chain up 3, yarn over, and go right back into that same stitch right here. If you pull it apart, you'll see your chain up 3, and we want to go right in the top of there. And yarn over and pull through, and yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So now we have 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. So when we get around, we will have 28 double crochets. Okay? So in this very next stitch right here, not in this piece over here, that is where we just went in, but this one right here, we're going to yarn over and go right under those 2 loops, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 and 2. And again, yarn over, insert your hook to that same stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 and 2. And we're going to go ahead and do 2 stitches in each stitch around. So each double crochet down here will have 2 on top. So to get 28 stitches, it makes our circle bigger. And as you can see in this here, over here, and this one here, that this is the round that we're working on now. So first we had 14, now we're going to have 28 double crochets. So yarn over your hook, insert into the next chain, next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And again in that same one, another double crochet. And then we're just going to work around. So I hope you're all well. It is pouring rain here in Tennessee, and the winds have been really wild today. So I'm hoping that our internet stays on and, you know, no glitches for we can get this video made. We have a lot of Wi-Fi issues sometimes when you live out in the middle of no place, you know. We're not in the big city. I'm about a half hour from Nashville, so it's different there than here, I'm sure. We're out in the country, as they say. So I am not from Tennessee originally. I am from Cape Cod. That is where my name comes from. So that is the story behind that little name. I have used it, and it'll always be my home, I think, in one sense. But anyway, and from New England anyway is freezing and snow, and I don't miss that part, but I do miss the ocean. Okay, now let's count our stitches before we close this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, the same thing again. We're going to slip stitch into the top of this chain 3, which is 1, 2, 3, which is this one right here. And if you pull them apart, you'll see that the next stitch is on this post. So we want to go right up to that top of that chain 3 and under the first piece and into the second. And then we're just going to yarn over and pull through both those loops. And there we have it. Now the next row we're going to change to a single crochet and chains. Very easy. So we're going to chain 1 right here. And in this same stitch here, in this double crochet post, right at the top we're going to insert our hook. It's a little tight, that first one. Yarn over and pull through, and you have 2 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through, and that's a single crochet. Let me get some yarn here. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we're going to skip the next stitch, and in the next stitch we're going to single crochet. So insert your hook in the top of that stitch, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over and pull through. 2 loops on your hook, and that's all we're going to do. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to skip a stitch and single crochet into the next stitch, and you can see it's making these little loops. Okay, we're going to come back and put our last row on there. We're going to change color, but for right now, just continue around, chaining 3, skip 1 stitch, and single crochet into the next. So 1, 2, and 3, skip 1, and single crochet. And remember, single crochet is, there's no wrapping. You just go into the stitch, pull your yarn through, and then pull your yarn through the 2 loops, and then 1, 2, and 3, skip 1, single crochet into the next, and 1, and 2, and 3, and there we go. Now we just crochet away right around this little circle. And how fast this is coming together. As you see, we've only been here a few minutes, and we've already got this just about made. So any beginner for sure can make this project. Remember, cotton is your best choice, especially if you're going to use it for hot items. You don't want to use anything that's, now we have a knot in the yarn, there we go. Cotton is safe to use on hot drinks, cold drinks. You want to protect yourself and your furniture. So, and anything that's polyester or something, you don't want to melt it, so you certainly don't want to put anything too hot on that if you're not using cotton. So recommendation is to always use a cotton yarn, and today's cotton yarns, some of these are gorgeous, and these are so soft it doesn't even feel like cotton yarn. This feels like soft yarn. It's very, very nice. Both of them actually, from both stores. So 1, 2, and 3. Now at the last one, we have skipped this one, and we're going to slip stitch into the top of this single crochet. So right there, if you can see those 2 loops, we're going to insert our hook right in there, yarn over and pull through and pull through. Now sometimes when I work a project, I will change the color before I make that last stitch, but in this project I am going to just snip this yarn like this, and we've pulled through, but we're going to chain 1 and pull that yarn. Oops, of course now it's stuck. Of course it's going to do that on the last stitch. Let me do that again. Let's go back so we don't get confused. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, slip stitch in the top of that stitch, yarn over and pull through, and pull through. There we go for a slip stitch. We're going to chain 1 and pull this all the way through and give it a pull. And now right away I'm going to sew in that thread. because we don't want that in our way as we can do this one later, but this one here, we don't want it in our way now that we worked that last row. So if you have trouble, here's a tip. If you have trouble yarning your needle, you can fray the end of your yarn just like this, okay? And I know that looks like, oh my, that looks worse, right? But actually what it does is it flattens it. So because that end piece was very fuzzy, see how the ends are very fuzzy, I pull that off. Then these will flatten nicely over the top of your needle, and you pull it through, and then it's very thin and it slips right through your needle, as you see there, and then it's easy, just pull it right through. You know, took me a while, but I've been doing this for a long time, so I have little tips on how to do those things. So for the beginner, I'm sure threading a needle with yarn could be frustrating, so try that, and it will work for you. Alright, and we're going to go in and out a couple of times to make sure that's nice and tight, because we don't want that to come out. There we go, 3 times. Then I put it back in its shape, and we'll just trim that one off, right like that. There we go. Now, we'll do that last one at the end. Now we're going to put our green yarn on here. Now again, you're going to do another slip knot. There's different ways that you could start by just pulling your yarn through, and then I twist it over the top, and then give it a pull, but I find that that might slip. So I make the slip knot again, like we did before, and pull that through. Now you have a knot already on here, so then we're going to insert in any of these chain 3 spaces. Just pick one, doesn't matter which one. Insert your hook, and we're going to yarn over and pull through. Now we're going to do what they call a standing single crochet, and we're going to just yarn over and pull through those 2 loops, okay? So we have a single crochet. Now the next thing we're going to do is a half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, and yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. That's a half double crochet. Now we're going to make a double crochet. Now you know that because we've just done a whole bunch of them. So yarn over, insert your hook into the circle, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now you see these 2 loops right here at the top. Let me get my other crochet hook so you can see this. This loop and this loop, these 2 loops right here. Now I want you to keep your eyes on those because we're going to use them in just a second. So when you have your single, half, and double crochet, then we're going to make a chain of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to take our hook and go back under those 2 loops that I showed you a second ago, right like this, and grab our yarn and pull through, and we're going to pull through that loop on our hook. That might be a little tricky, but it goes. And that is what we call a picot. And as you can see it here, that's what makes these little pointy tops all the way around. Now, to come back down, we're working in that same space. We're going to yarn over and come in our circle, yarn over and pull through, and again we have 3 loops on our hook, and yarn over and pull through all 3 for a half double crochet, and then no yarning over this time, just insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and that is a single crochet. So we have single crochet, half double crochet, a double crochet with a picot, a half double crochet, and a single crochet. Now we're going to do that in every single one of these little chain 3 spaces, and we will be done. And so that is all there is to it. So let's do the next one together. So we're going to insert our hook, yarn over and pull through, and yarn over and pull through those 2 loops on your hook. Single crochet. Half double crochet is yarn over, insert your hook into your space, yarn over and pull through, and yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Double crochet is yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. And there you have those 2 loops right there. So remember, chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3. You're going to insert your hook into those 2 loops, yarn over and pull through that loop on your hook. And it will be alright that your little picot turns or twists. It's okay. Now you're going to yarn over, go back into your space, yarn over and pull through, and yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Makes a half double crochet and a single crochet at the bottom. There we go. So again, single, half, double, picot, half, single. And we're just going to repeat that around. So if you would like to slow down the video or stop the video and go ahead and make your last round, and we can meet up at the end. And I'm just going to speed up the crocheting on my end here and just go ahead around. So anyway, so now we'll talk about other things. Okay. But anyway, I am going to put this set on the Etsy shop, and you can find that at Capes Corner Creation on Etsy shop. And there's other things there. It's my creations that are there. If you would like to purchase them or get them for a gift for someone, this set will be available on the Etsy shop. And I'm going to very soon be making a like placemat also to go with this set. So say if you have, you know, a tea party with the kids or something, you would have a placemat to put your teapot on, and then everybody would have a coaster for their cup of tea or whatever, you know, your beverage would be. I have an old ceramic sort of teapot that I'm going to use tomorrow. One of the grandkids is coming, so we're going to have hot chocolate. Don't you know? Well, she's going to have hot chocolate. And we will have coasters and make it fancy and all of that. So she enjoys to do those things, so we're going to do that. I'll probably have some tea, and she'll have hot chocolate because she's not fond of tea. But anyway, so this, as you see, works up pretty fast. It's very easy for the beginner and any crocheter out there. These stitches are your basic stitches, your single crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet, and your chain stitches, all simple basic stitches. You just have to know where to put your stitches in crochet, and everything will fall in place. Sometimes you have to do it once or twice. That's why I say you need to stop your video, and it will always be enjoyable to see how a piece of yarn turns into something beautiful, one stitch at a time. And that is really all it is, one stitch at a time. Sometimes you see projects that are just over the top and you think, oh my goodness, I could never do that. Well, if you can do this, you can do that, because it takes a little practice, but if you're dedicated to learn, then you can do it. I was about 8 years old when I had my first basic instruction with a great aunt of mine, and she used a tatting tool. I'm not sure if you have never heard that before, but it's another way of doing, like you've seen in like the if you haven't seen any of my videos, my last video was a handkerchief, and it was very popular to use a tatting tool to make the lace on the handkerchiefs or pillowcases or such. I never learned how to do that, but I did learn how to do this, and crocheting is fast and easy. It's a skill that most can learn. I cannot knit. I cannot do two needles at the same time. I don't know what part of the brain that is, but apparently I didn't get that gift, but I can do this. And so it's so much fun, and it's so easy, and I've taught 2 of my grandkids how to do this. And one of them, honestly, I'll pick up a hook after months and pick up and make something, and I'm like, wow. So she really remembered, and she's only 10, and she learned when she was about 7. Okay, so we've made it all around. Here we go. Put this out of the way. So we've made it all the way back around, and we're going to just slip stitch into this first single crochet from this first group where we had our slip knot, but not in the slip knot right over on the side here, but right under that 2 loops of that first single crochet. Yarn over and pull through, and yarn up and just pull all the way through. We're going to slip stitch. So I'm going to go again through and through. Then we're going to chain 1, and we're going to snip that yarn. And that's it. All done. So this is a fast and easy project. Now we're going to sew in our tails, because we want those to be nice and snug in there. And see how that, this is why a lot of the time I fray the edges, because it's split on me. Soft yarns will do that sometimes, softer than others, but it depends on how tight they're wound in the first place. Okay, so when you put that first one in, that center one, you want to pull it really hard, and look how nice and tight that circle is. I go through 3 times at least. I go twice this way, but underneath loops. Then I turn around and go under the next one, and then back through. And that'll hold that nice and tight, and give it a tug, and snip that yarn. And then we have this one here. Well, where are we at here? Yep. Well, we have 2 here, because we have the beginning one and we have the ending one. So we're going to put this one in, and that one did the same thing. See, that's why I need to use my own tip sometimes, because of the yarn. Now this here, you want to make sure you work underneath the blue stitches, because you don't want to put, you know, the wrong color underneath the wrong thread, and then you'll see it. So you have to be careful, but work underneath the loops and go back 3 or 4 times, just so that it's nice and snug, and make sure you feel it catching some of those threads from the pink underneath, and then give it a snip. I always go back multiple times, just because I feel like it's better that way. Just so we don't have any loosey-goosey threads here. Alright, so this one I'm going to work it a little bit to get it down to where I want it through the threads, and then underneath this group, and then come back into this side, and then come back again over here. And there we go. And we're going to pull that, and done. And there we go. So, what a beautiful gift for someone. I must say, we can put these together like so. And for a nice gift, you can run a ribbon through it. I'll show you here. If we take all 4 of these, line them up straight, and then put your ribbon right through them all, like this, across the back, and we're going to go right center as we can get it. Here, let's make sure these are all set. Yeah. And we'll go right here. So there we go, like so. And we'll just tie a ribbon on there. Makes a beautiful gift. Especially if you need a fast gift for someone, and you know, a new neighbor's coming over, or well, with this lockdown it's pretty tough, but these are great little gifts for a lot of occasions, and birthdays and Mother's Day, and you know, all kinds of celebrations. You can of course fix your bow nicer here. If I could make a bow, huh? Sometimes I can, and sometimes it's like, have I ever done this before? Only a million times. So let's try that again. It's not going to happen. How about, you know, the, well, we're just gonna think we could tie a bow. Oh my goodness. But anyway, as I fiddle with this ribbon, I'm going to turn it over. There we go. Finally, oh my goodness, that's better. Not great, but better. But you don't have to put a ribbon on there. But anyway, it makes a nice present. So this is our quick and easy beginner coaster, a set of 4, a set of 6, however many you need. It's very fast and easy. It's very fun to do. Remember to use your cotton thread. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and remember to ring that bell. I so like having you come and see my items and learn and grow in your crochet world. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.